Hello everyone and welcome to EGFH for 2019 Week 2 for for Rocket League even. I do apologize there. Today we have a best of 5 match between the Woodstock Centaurs and the Sheehan Titans. I of course want to thank our wonderful sponsors, the Yukon School of Engineering and the Yukon Gaming Club for helping make this season possible. My name is Kevin Navicast Dignan and I'm going to be solo casting for today, so that should be some good fun. And as we get into these games now, we'll be getting into these games momentarily now, and it should be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. This is my first time casting Rocket League this season, and I'm excited. I am, we were casting some Smash Bros yesterday, and that was really, really enjoyable. So now getting into some Rocket League should be really, really good as the teams start to get ready now. Oh, and we've got, of course, the Woodstock Centaurs that have played really, really well every single season, and the Sheehan Titans who have also been improving every single time. So hopefully we should be seeing a close game. And yeah, see, I just want to see some good Rocket League, to be honest with you. Being able to see some cars flying through the air, getting some good goals. No Brazils this time, please. No 07s. And just a nice close game. Good communication from the teams. It should be an enjoyable experience. I believe one of the teams has having a slight issue at the moment, so I'm just trying to fill up some air, bounce around a bit. And I hope everybody's just having a good time. Because at the end of the day, that's what's important. And it looks like the teams are starting to get into the game now. As we switch it over, we are going to see the start of the game coming out. And immediately here, of course, we have, like I said, we have the Titans in orange and the Centaurs playing on blue. Both of these teams have been playing for a very, very long time. They're both multi-season contenders now as well. We see Traveled Chains, who is a new player on the Centaurs here, with Bubba Baggins and Airspeed, who are both played and seasoned players. And on the side of the Sheehan Titans, I'm not sure if we've seen some. They changed as the first goal is going to go in by Type the God. Managing to get that first goal there very, very quick on. We are 25 seconds into the round, and we've already seen the first goal against the Centaurs as well. Usually they're the proactive ones. They're the ones that score quite early on. They're the ones that manage to find the early picks and everything. So hopefully we should see that solved. And I do see that there's an audio issue, so let's get that resolved very, very quickly as we see a nice corner pass there trying to reset. The bounces are looking good. And hopefully now we should see the audio fix. There we go. Let's actually get back into this. Piped up now for some reason. OBS, of course, some issues there, but we see a bounce back there. Airsave managed to get a nice little save here as Zao Desarius. I'm just going to refer to them as Zao. Tries to get a bicycle kick to kick it in there. Unfortunately, they aren't going to be able to find it. As Zao again goes up, chips it into the middle, goes for the air, looks to try and reset the ball into the direction. Isn't going to be able to find it, unfortunately for him. Airspeed here taking control, trying to get the interception. Type the God, though, in the air, not going to be able to find the connection. Again, at the moment, the Centaurs are being just pushed back into a corner. The Titans are playing really, really dominantly. And as I say that, we see the Centaurs managing to finally gain some ground here. Try and push back. A good little tap there by Type God, managing to get it away from Airspeed as now they're back on the attack. Baba Baggins here managed to clear it out, get it set up into the midfield, pass it to Airspeed. Airspeed going a little bit too fast in the air there, as they're not going to be able to find that goal. It's so back and forth at the moment. We've got some people on time. The ball is going to be running down, but there is going to be a save coming out from Airspeed there. I mean, at the moment, we are, there is 3 minutes, we are like a minute and a half into the game. There's only one goal, and it's very back and forth at the moment. It's got to be feeling good. A lovely shot coming out. Nobody's going to be in the goal to block it, as we are going to see the Centaurs there managing to catch up one goal. So now that we're even on this tie line, it should be, I mean, it's anybody's game at the moment with how this is going so far back and forth. Hopefully we'll see something coming out here from either team, as we are going to get into kickoff here. Bamba Baggins does get the interception, pushing it into the Sheehan side, but Zao looking to try and take a shot immediately, slightly too high. We are going to see Bamba Baggins again pushing it out to that far right corner of the Titan side. They're going to be trying to get it. Our first demolition of the game coming out from Mixo there, the second one from Type of God onto Travel Chain. And looks like they're going to try and make another shot, and they get the pass. It rebounds off the corner bar, and they're not going to be able to find that. That feels absolutely horrible for the Titans, as they are desperately trying to get that goal up again and get them in that more comfortable position. I mean, at the moment, they are doing a really, really good job at putting on the aggression. They're getting really close to these goals, but unfortunately, the Centaurs are just managing to get away with their defense. A lot of back and forth at the moment. A bit of a counter. Yes, trying to get to the ball. Get it off Mixo. Push Mixo away. It looks like Baba Baggins might be trying to set up for his teammate there. Does center the ball, but there's nobody to follow it up, unfortunately. Nobody with enough boost there to get there. Even here, Airspeed only on 40 boost isn't going to be able to follow up there. We see Traveled there trying to find it, but it unfortunately just didn't connect as hard as he'd want to. There wasn't enough momentum in his car. Maybe didn't have enough boost as this ball is going back and forth, trying to... I mean, both teams are trying to secure something. We see the Titans finally managing to get some ground, looking to try and set it up. Type the God playing very patiently, rebounds it off the sidebar. There a follow-up trying to be made, but it is intercepted, cancelled out by, I believe that was Baba Baggins. And I mean, back and forth at the moment here. 2 minutes on the clock. We are, of course, I forgot to say if I mentioned it, we are playing a best of 5 set, so we could be seeing a lot of this, just kind of a lot of ping ball coming out. I mean, it's going to one, passing to the other, passing back, and it's, at the moment, there's just a lot of dead time. They're both trying extremely hard to find these goals, but nobody's been able to make it. That could have been a huge mistake coming out from Travel there, but unfortunately for the Centaurs, it was not capitalized on by Titans. Oh, a good little pass there. Managing to get it past one defender there, but Airspeed is going to be sitting in the back. Again, it's close. These goals are feeling really, really close, and one mistake they could manage to just easily score. But at the moment, they're playing it really, really well. A minute left on the clock now. We might see our first game coming into overtime. That's exactly what we want to be seeing. We want to be seeing these games getting into overtime, seeing these close games, seeing people really, really pushing themselves to improve. And so far, it's looking like we might get that. Of course, one mistake, like I was saying, could completely change that. We could see a goal come out of nowhere, as it has been happening in Rocket League before, especially in these last 30 to 40 seconds. But coming back here, Zhao looking to try and get some of the double demolition there. Baba Baggins and Zhao both going down to that demo. A nice little kick coming out from the Titan God. They're trying to find that connection, not going to be able to. Mixo looking to reset it back up. Oh, a bit of a blunder there from Traveled and Airspeed, but they aren't going to suffer too much from it. Type of God looking to set it up in the center field. Zar not going to have the boost he's looking for, but he does try and get it past the explosion there, bouncing some momentum away as they set it up center field again, but nobody there to follow it up. They set up to being so well done, but there's just nobody following it up on either team. This might just be a warm-up thing, you know. It is the first game of the day, but we are going to be going into overtime in round 1, ladies and gentlemen, and that is unbelievably exciting because that just tells you how close these games are. Coming into this first overtime now. I mean, we could be here for 10 minutes. It really, really depends. Or we could be here for literally 10 seconds as they're putting so much pressure on the Titans here, trying to find something. But again, the Centaurs, known to their defense, are managing to keep it pretty solid here. One team seems to be playing overly aggressive, whilst the other one seems to be super defensive, and they're just not being able to punish each other enough due to just how both teams are playing at the moment. We see Mixo getting it into the air there. Baba Baggins playing patiently. Type to God getting it over it, getting a nice little chip over the air there, getting it into the backline. Airspeed knocking it back. Type to God though not committing too much actually. Watching the ball, trying to set up in a nice spot. We see Baba Baggins though bouncing the ball back over to the Titans side. A bit of a latency variation, but it doesn't seem to be having any issues at the moment, as this just keeps going back and forth. Oh, they managed to get it past most of the defenders here. It's Type to God's got to try and run with it, but Baba Baggins get the demolition there, and we see Zhao Desarius managing to find that last goal and bringing game 1 to the Titans. Oh, what an absolutely phenomenal game 1 that was. I mean, that was a close-looking game. That could have gone either way, but it did in fact go the way of the Titans for game 1 there. And we will be jumping into game 2 very, very quickly now. And I'm hoping everybody's as excited as I am to get back into the Rocket League season. You know, when we were down for the season, I was like, I want to cast, and I'm so excited to be back, guys. You don't even know. Like, I'm excited for everybody to be here as well. Seeing everybody in chat is super duper cool. And we are now jumping into game 2. Both of the teams are starting to join their sides. And again, this should be really, really good, especially considering how close that first game was. So as we get back into this game, again, I just want to thank our sponsors, man. UConn are so good. The School of Engineering, the Gaming Club, like, we wouldn't be here without them. And again, I'm just trying to fill time here as we wait for the teams to join. And I'm excited. I mean, and this is like genuine excitement. I'm glad to be back into Rocket League. I missed last week. I was in California, and we're coming back into it now. We are going to get into game 2 right now as we see the Centaurs once again in blue and the Titans in orange, kicking it off. Type the God here, managing to take control of the ball. He's pushing it forward. He misses the boost though, going a bit too high. Manages to get back to the second defender. Airspeed looking to try and get onto the goal. He manages to clear it out here as he's going to try and push it down aggressively, passing it. I imagine Bubba Baggins is looking somewhere midfield, trying to set it up. There he is, right there in midfield. But they aren't going to be able to find it as an absolutely great retort comes out from the Titans here. Nice little chips coming out from Airspeed, trying to push it forward. A good interception, chipping it up into the air, clearing it away from the Centaurs. As there's a bit of a miss coming out there. Travel Chain, though, was anticipating them to hit the ball, and as they didn't, he overread and overcommitted to the one corner, not going to be able to find it, and slowly slow down the complete pace of the ball, unfortunately. There's a lot back and forth in this corner at the moment. They are trying so hard to fight out of this corner, not give the Centaurs the space that they need, because if you give the Centaurs the space, they will commit and they will find goal after goal, as it's been proven season after season before. And just as I said, you give them an inch and they take a mile. There it is, Airspeed finding the first goal 57 seconds into the round. What an absolutely, look at that. That was a nice chip coming in, top left corner, nice and clean, manages to find it. And that's what you want to be seeing out of these teams. You want to be seeing those goals. The defense is good, but you've got to have a better offense as we are coming in once again. Just a nice, slow little round coming out. A lot of back and forth at the moment. Oh my god, I say that. But that was almost a goal immediately. Coming up at the moment, we are going to see Type the God trying to set it up. Airspeed managed to get another goal. Wow, Airspeed is on it at the moment. Like, that's 2 goals coming out. The Centaurs lost a round, and they are completely coming back fiercely. They are coming back to bite, and they're taking shot after shot at the moment, and they are finding these goals, which is exactly what they want to be doing. As we do see the kickoff start at the moment. For some reason, my audio has stopped working, but oh, there we go. As we do start to come back now. A lot of back and forth coming out. Oh, and the game seems to have slowed down a bit. I may be having some internet issues. Give me just a second as I also remember to log out of Steam. We are going to very quickly cut to a break as I try and resolve what is happening at the moment. So give me just a second, and we will be right back with the action.